Welcome to PRV Iyer Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. Welcome to PRV Iyer Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. Last class we completed the first sequence, which is called Taddim Taddit sequence in Chatusra Jadi Triputatalam. Hope you have all practiced those sequences. Those are wonderful sequences which gives the beginning of rhythm and the sense of rhythm into you. I also thought of introducing the concept called Trikalam at this point of time before I move further, because it's important for any lesson you have to play in 3 speeds. That's a traditional way. Let's start today with a good note on Tirukkural, a 2-liner, a classic 2-liner. Sirappeenum Selvamum Yenum Arathin Mungu Akkam Yivano Uyirku Aram Veedu Vetrayum Suvargam Mudaliya Selvathayum Tharum Adalal Makkal உயிர்க்கு அறத்தை விட நன்மை உடையது வேறு எதுவும் இல்லை. One who is following good path, it will give him the house, it will give him the respect, it will give him the the heavenly abode. It's possible only by doing good things. There is no other way. That's what Thiruvalluvar says. Sanatana Dharma has any Brahmin within the Sanatana Dharma. As per the Dharma Shastra, a boy, when he attains the Brahmacharya, normally they are blessed with Upanayana, which is called Poonal Podradun Solvar. And once when he becomes a Brahmin, he has to do Trikala Sandhyavandanam. And the Trikala Sandhyavandanamo is one different. Kanamal Konamal Kandu Kudu Pagalil Madhyaniga Velayil, Sayam Rakshayil, before the sunrise, right at the noon and before the sunset. That is called Trikala Sandhyavandan. One should not mistake the Trikalam with this Trikalam in music. This Trikalam is something different. It is the first speed, the second speed, and the third speed. Typically, when you ask students, when I used to teach in the US and also in different places, and I ask what is the first speed, it's double of the second speed. When I ask what is the third speed, it is 3 times. It's not so. Actually, the double of first speed is the second speed, the double of second speed is the third speed, and double of third speed is the fourth speed. Which means, when you play 1 time in the first Trikala, the double is 2. So you have to play 2 times in the second speed. And the double of 2 is what? 4. It's not 3. So double of 2 is 2 plus 2, 4. And that's the third speed. And in the fourth speed, it is double of 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. Likewise, you can go and extend to any number of speeds. But it depends upon your practice and your comfort level. And that's the way you can practice a number of speeds. There are people like L. Subramaniam, the trio, L. Vaidyanathan and L. Shankar, who used to play at different speeds. Ganesh Kumaresh, who used to play at amazing speed. Those are legendary players who practice a lot. But bare minimum, one should practice these 3 speeds, which is Trikala. So that is the concept of Trikala. So I would like to take any one example, and I want you to practice this, all the lessons what you've been taught so far. The Bala Paadams, the sequences, the Mora, the Ferns, you should try in Trikala. I'm going to showcase few examples now. I will take one from Bala Paadam. I'll take one from Faran. I will take one from the Taddim Taddit sequence and I'll demonstrate you now. For example, let's take the word Takadina. Takadina in first speed, it has got 4 syllables. Tha, kha, dhi, na. Tha, kha, dhi, na. Takka, dhinna. 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 Ta. What happened here? In the first speed, tha, kha, dhi, na. Each one had one finger representations. That's the space. When you go into the second speed, takka, dhinna, takka, dhinna. 2 syllables get into 1 finger space. And when you go into the third speed, takka, dhinna, takka, dhinna, takka, dhinna, takka, dhinna. 4 syllables go into the 1 finger space, time space. So in the time space, you're trying to fit a 1, a 2 and a 4. That is called a trikalam. When you add these 3 factors, 1 plus 2 plus 4, which is 7, is called a trikal factor. Have this in mind. I will introduce at my advanced lessons how this factor is going to help you play some beautiful mathematics. Okay? Just have this in mind, record it somewhere. It's called trikal factor, is number 7. Now let's take another example. Thom kita taka tari kita taka, thom kita taka tari kita taka, taka tari kita taka. This is a small foreign phrase. How do we do in the first place? Thom kita taka tari kita taka, thom kita taka tari kita taka, taka tari kita taka. So it goes for how many cycles? Thom kita taka tari kita taka. 6 syllables, 6 fingers. Thom kita taka tari kita taka. Another 6 fingers. Taka tari kita taka. If you root this as the first speed, which means you are going to play 16 fingers as a first speed, if you define that, what should be the second speed? In 8 fingers, half of it you should tell the same phrase. Thom kita taka tari kita taka, thom kita taka tari kita taka, taka tari kita taka. What happened? In the first speed, thom kita taka tari kita taka was 6. Now when you tell in the second speed, it becomes 3. And taka tari kita taka in the slow speed is 4 fingers. When you tell it in the second speed, it is 2 fingers. Likewise, when you have to tell in the third speed, the 3 becomes half of it. Within that half space, within 4 fingers, you have to tell the entire phrase. Thom kita taka tari kita taka, thom kita taka tari kita taka, taka tari kita taka, thom kita taka tari kita taka, thom kita taka tari kita taka, tari kita taka. So 1.5 plus 1.5 plus 1 is 4. 3 plus 3 plus 2 is 8. 6 plus 6 plus 4 is 16. So 4, 8 and 16, this is how it's stacked up. That's called a trikal. So now let me do all the 3 speeds together, and that's how you should practice all the lessons. Thom kita taka tari kita taka, thom kita taka tari kita taka, taka tari kita taka. This is the phrase. I'm going to use this phrase to tell in 3 speeds. Thom kita taka tari kita taka, thom kita taka tari kita taka, taka tari kita taka. Thom kita taka tari kita taka, thom kita taka tari kita taka, taka tari kita taka, thom kita taka tari kita taka, thom kita taka tari kita taka, taka tari kita taka, thom kita taka tari kita taka, thom kita taka tari kita taka, tari kita taka, thom kita taka tari kita taka, thom kita tari kita taka, thom kita taka tari kita taka, thom kita taka tari kita taka, tari kita taka, thom kita taka tari kita taka, thom kita taka tari kita taka, thom kita taka tari kita taka. As I repeatedly tell you, the only way to master instrument is by expression. When you tell like this, you will know how difficult it is. Once when you get that feel and hang of telling it, representing, you will be able to play the same in your instrument. I will demonstrate you once playing in the instrument. and I want all of you, I'm going to have a review, spot review with all the different phrases, and you should be able to tell and also play. And that is the mastery of the basic lessons. This is how you should play. So, if you are not able to play the 3 speeds right away or even after some time, the rule of thumb is to lower the speed. The moment you lower the speed, you can play the double of that speed, second speed, and double of the third speed. So it's easier. So the rule of thumb is, whenever you find it difficult to get to this speed, lower it and practice well. The more you practice the lower speeds, it will take you to the next level. It's not that you should play the higher speed in a confused manner. Okay, that's important. So with that, and you can also I will also demonstrate very quickly the tadhim tadit sequence. I will take takadhim, takadi, takadim, takadim. Let's take this phrase. Takadhim, takadi, takadim, 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 takadi, takadim, takadim. This is the combination of 3 speeds together, which is called trikal in the percussion language. So with that concept, I will do a review because it's first time I've taught you this, what this is all about. I would like you to go back, practice, understand, and then come back next class. If you have any difficulty, we'll review it again. We saw in trikal a few concepts. What is the trikal factor, which is 7? The 3 speeds, 1 time, 2 times, and 4 times. I also demonstrated with you with a basic vowel takadina. I demonstrated with a foreign tom kita teka tari kita teka tom kita teka tari kita teka teka tari kita teka, and I also demonstrated with takadim takadit takadim takadim. Now you should also try to do for all these phrases individually and try to tell first speed, second speed, third speed. That's going to be your homework. If you do that, your thala will be strengthened first of all. Second thing is, you will have the nirnayam of the speed. The nirnayam of speed meaning with the time space is equal. There's a big difficulty with the history of musicians, few of them who could not shine or come up in the music field is because they are not in the track. It's something like a railway, as a railway system. If the train is not going in the track, whatever the speed it is capable of, it may get derailed after a few, after a few miles or few kilometers, it will get derailed. It's as important for a percussion player to have the grip of rhythm. If the grip of rhythm is bad, whatever you learn, you might do doctorate, you might have learned 1,000 korvais or moras or tirmanams, but it's of no use. So all I wanted you to emphasize and ensure that your basics are right. The only way to get it right is to tell all the phrases in 3 speeds. That's important. So off the shelf, if I wanted to say if I give a spot, ask do trikalam, you should be able to do it. Taka thari kitta taka taka thari kitta taka thom. Taka thari kitta taka taka thari kitta taka thom. Taka thari kitta taka taka thari kitta taka taka thari kitta taka taka thari kitta taka thom. Taka thari kitta taka taka thari kitta taka thom. Taka thari kitta taka taka thari kitta taka taka thari kitta taka taka thari kitta taka thom. Taka thari kitta taka taka thari kitta taka thom. Tak dari kita tak tak dari kita tak tak dari kita tak kita tahu tak dari kita tak kita tahu tak dari kita tak kita tak kita tak kita tahu tak dari kita tak kita tahu tak dari kita tak kita tak kita tak kita tahu tak dari kita tak kita tahu tak dari kita tak kita tak kita tak kita tahu tak dari kita tak kita tahu tak dari kita tak kita tahu. I just took on the fly. I just gave a demonstration, and that should be the confidence with each one of you who's learning this art. and ensure that each phrase, I will say, Dimikita, do a trakal. Thalangu, do a trakal. Takka thalangu, takadimi thalangu, do a trakal. Talangudum, talang, do a trakal. Takadanam, trakal. The exam, the quiz I'm going to conduct you after the Bala Paadam for your results, you will be asked anything from what you have learnt, not outside the syllabus, within the syllabus. And if you can practice well and have this understanding well, you will get 100. I'm going to see how many of you are going to clear my exam. Good luck. I wish you the very best. Learn well, practice well, and then we'll move forward. Let me end this class with a Tirukkural. Arathin Mungu Akmum Illai, Adane Marathalin Mungi Illai Kedu. What is the meaning of it? ஒருவனுக்கு அறத்தை செய்தலிலும் மேம்பட்ட நன்மையை தருவது இல்லை. அதை மயக்கத்தால் மறந்து விடுதலினும் மேம்பட்ட கேடும் இல்லை. What does it mean? A person has to do only good things to elevate himself higher. If he does not do, he is going to deteriorate. That's what Thiruvallur says. And that's the importance of the wisdom. With this good note, I'm ending this class. See you in the next class. I'm going to start off with Taddindinna sequence, which is one of its kind. It will be very interesting. I would see you all and teach you the nuances.